This is, as I said, a company involved in ADAS and mobility, and it's a fascinating field, so I look forward to hearing what you have to say.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We have here a few slides to show you how in Brodmann17 we are not only using AI, but we are also inventing AI and deep learning algorithms in order to bring these solutions to the mass market. These features that are available today for the premium market, we are trying to take them to the mass market. So ADAS, automated driving, or features known as adaptive cruise control, automatic emergency brake, self-parking vehicles, all of them became very important for the automakers as a source of revenue, also as a differentiator between car models. And these features are not too hard to sell. The only challenge with these highly compute-intensive algorithms is how to implement it. These algorithms usually require processors that are very expensive, requires a lot of power, create a lot of heat, and this is something that we are trying to help. Again, many drivers for these markets. NCAP are publishing new standards every year. There are regulations in different countries, and drivers like these features that promote safety and comfort, and it's all about how much it costs to implement it and how much people are willing to pay for that. In Brodmann, we like to think that we can accelerate. We invented new deep learning and AI algorithms that can reuse calculations and therefore requires less processing power. Over here, you can see some of the trends that the industry is currently having. It's edge devices. Cameras are being integrated at the edge of different subsystems in the vehicle. There is an AI inside this 25-millimeter box rear camera to detect pedestrian and to do automatic emergency brake. There are cameras inside the headlamp, inside the mirrors, as well as the compute power. So everything is at the edge. No need to have a high-speed video stream across the vehicle to a centralized unit. Processing software only. In many cases, these units, they have processing power already, and the fact that we can do our solution is software only is a big advantage for them. Solutions that currently becoming more frequently available are around the forward-facing camera, the surround cameras, the blind spot. Our first product is already in the market. It was NCAP certified and been sold. There are several POCs, and there are also some design wins, and we are going to see serial production in 2021. Thank you.
I was fortunate enough to take a demo ride yesterday and see some of these systems in action, and it was incredible to me. I think a statistic I heard during that ride was, you've collected data over the course of something like over 1 million miles. It's a lot of data that's required to train these models, and I'm sure it's a continuous process. Can you talk a little bit about sort of like the nitty-gritty of the underlying technology behind the products that you're talking with tier ones about and other undisclosed customers?
Yeah, so in AI, frequently you will hear us saying that the algorithms are just 50% of the work, and the other 50% is the data. So collecting vast amount of data, non-naive data from all sorts of weather conditions, other conditions on the road is very important. Collecting continuously data, getting data from our customers is the 50% that is perfecting the solution all the time. The performance, the accuracy is something which is not negotiable at the automotive industry. So they need to get the 100% accuracy that they must have, while we cannot, or while using low power commodity processors, and this is where we have the advantage.
Yeah, like you said, your system uses off-the-shelf components, hardware, and most of the innovation, correct me if I'm wrong, is on the software side. as you mentioned during the presentation. So the ADAS market, though, is very competitive, right? I mean, I'm sure a lot of people recognize the name Mobileye, and you have formidable direct and indirect rivals. So I would like to hear, how you think you can tackle that problem. How you're really differentiating, considering all the other potential companies that might be competing against you, whether they're developing their own hardware or kind of taking your approach, strictly software on top of existing hardware.
Exactly. Mobileye is the gold standard of the industry. They created a hardware-software solution, but in many cases, the manufacturers, they have already compute power in the vehicle. So they are looking to get just the processing power, because in the digital mirrors you already have a compute power. In the rear facing camera there is already compute power. They don't want to add another chip. They want the software. Over there they start to see the vehicle as a software platform. They have much compute power inside, and the fact that we can create a software for them, software that can be adjusted to their needs so they can differentiate and create the vehicle or these advanced features in the way that they believe it should be, is a big advantage for them.